we live? I said, are we live? Are we live into his eye? I said, are we live into his eye? Welcome to the Wednesday Bible study. My back is hurting so bad, but we're going to get through this. All right, so let's get it. Play the music at. All righty, everybody. My name is Brother Derrick here. I just want to do this real quick. It's 4:39, so let's go ahead and get it. Let's just go ahead and get this. I'm going to rock it for you. Stop looking, listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Jesus put an offer on the table, and everyone out there is now able to come home. But God in your heart, you're never alone. If you believe me, you don't need that weed. Give Jesus a hug and put down those drugs. The rich growth of death is already won. So why are you picking up that gun? If your spirit is activated and fake, why do you need that alcoholic drink? Because the devil tells you, he rules you, he fools you. But the minister is here to school you. I'm here to preach. I'm here to teach. It is you I'm trying to reach through this song that I compose. When Jesus comes back, only God knows. Are you ready or are you sitting heavy? Are you ready or are you sitting heavy? You won't be if you follow me. Alright, come on now. Oh God, what can I say about thee? You still love us sinners and you offer your grace for free. I'm not worthy, but you still search me out of a life of sin. And with Jesus' help, I know I can win. I love serving my Lord. He opens the door to a relationship with God. This is the only way in. In the name of Jesus, I always pray and I lay myself as a footstool for the lost demons. I know that food is not true to be a believer, but I'm not with my soul in the hands of the deceiver, a wicked devil who brings nothing but trouble. I put my desires on ice and on for reaching paradise. A day with no pain, no stress. You gave me the way, and now I'm blessed. You can test me, and the devil stress me. But baby, hell is one place I don't want to see. So stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Are you ready, or are you sitting heavy? Stop, look, and listen. Please stop resisting. It's a new day. Let's try a new way. Minister, Brother Derrick. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Peace, everyone. And that's what I did. It's really hard to be a Christian in 2020. Yes, it is. Everybody seems to have a double standard on us. And we don't get no respect in the world. We are considered weak. We are considered strong. We are considered dumb for believing in the book. But yet, these people have no moral. And you see what the world is going to do. We get no credit. So, this is for those who are ignorant, who are remain, who are thinking on Jesus. I get it. Every day I dance before the Lord. So I stay connected to Jesus like an ascension cord. I walk upon a Christ as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine. Let it broadcast worldwide. I let Jesus be my God. And if he lets me live another day, I'll continue to come to the people and say, God being selfish, stop letting it come to God. And start winning. I roll with the Lord who is in control. Heaven is my goal, earth is a first level. I help my fellow man deal with the devil. He's a liar, he's a fraud, his desire is to keep me away from my God. To most people I come off as righteous, but if tempted, I might just do a few of the things that God can't stand frowns on. Every day I've been reborn, I've been hit with many opportunities. I cannot remain in unity with the Holy Father. Sometimes I wonder, is it worth the bother? I remain devout, but it feels like I'm missing out. Most of the people that I meet who lie, steal and cheat, seem to death while Christians. Hey Sam. All time spent struggling. It should be the other way around. I'm not complaining, but how can you tell someone
man.
When they're posting high, doing right is a headache. That's got to be a better road to be. You know, a middle ground between Jesus and Satan. I know who to follow me. I'm not debating for what I'm waiting for. Satan is winning the battle, but God is winning the war. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I think the next week like an extension cord. I walk around the Christ as long as my name is in the book of life. People let the light shine.
Let it broadcast worldwide.
I let Jesus be my guide, and if he lets me live another day, I'll continue to come to the people today. Stop being selfish, stop saying man, come to God and start weighing in. I rule with the Lord, he is in control. He's in heaven, is my Lord, this earth is the first level. I help my soul man deal with the devil. He's a liar, he's a fraud, his desire is to keep me away from my God. There's a struggle every day.
I'm going to tell you some things about Trump today.
So I use the word of God as my force, my resource. Becoming immune to the negativity that surrounds me. The devil has a bounty on my head. Sometimes I dread coming outdoors. I feel like I've been drafted before. But it's okay, the devil can play his mind game, play and hurt me right now. That's the first thing. He tries to distract me physically, financially, but these things don't mean that to me. I turn my back to me. It's not easy. It's in man, niggas do be greedy. So I always want what we can't have. I'm material giving up to me. Hey, don't make me laugh. A beautiful man with a difference is all show. Cause over these years will take me where I got to go. But if I chill still, then I lose my perfection. So a house for election will be under the direction of a sick demon. Go in the own my soul, no thanks. I roll with the Lord who is in control. Every day I dance before the Lord, so I sing melodies like an extension cord. I walk around the stripes as long as my name is in the book of life. Let my light shine.
Let it broadcast worldwide.
I let Jesus be my guide, and if he let me live another day, I continue to come to the people and say, stop being selfish, stop sinning. Come to God and start winning.
Start winning.
Minister Brother Derrick. Let's get it. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derrick Show, and I am Minister Brother Derrick. I just want to say that I love Jesus, and that's the title of this song.
I love you, Jesus.
We follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. Let the devil deceive us.
I don't know about God. I need my Jesus. Come on.
People say to keep it real, but here's the deal: if you're not saved, you're
I
missing
love
out.
you,
If you're not born
Jesus.
again, your future is in doubt. Your body wasn't made to last.
I
Your
love
time
you,
comes, it will be
Jesus.
reduced to ash. Your flesh will rot, but your life will not.
I love
You know
you,
your soul will go on forever, so you better realize that you need God, or you will be
I
surprised
love you,
by the pain of a flame that never goes out. The pits of hell, where they keep swallows up, there's no relief. Not for a moment of peace, but agony and pride never cease. There's someone in the background singing, burn, baby, burn. This isn't normal. Burn, baby, burn. I'm a walking inferno. But seriously though, this won't happen if Jesus come back and finds you now. See, no one knows the time of day. But if you follow the word, it won't matter anyway. Because in heaven, no one will ever be sick or shed a tear. So in this realm, I show no fear. What you gonna do? Kill me? Make me a martyr? Give me a head start? Put me on the fast track? So keep macking, keep stacking, keep on shacking up. But get caught napping and this dig is up. And I just wanna say,
I love you, Jesus.
follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. Don't let that trips you put down, those you really admire. You know you have a desire to make that easy money. Drive the fancy car. You feel like a star. When you enter the bars or clubs, deep down your spirit isn't for all boys' wings. So why should anybody listen to a darn thing you say? I love you, Jesus. Follow you wherever you lead us. I love you, Jesus. Or let the devil deceive us. I love you, Jesus. We'll follow you wherever you lead us. Let the Holy Spirit feed us. And one more time. I love you, Jesus. All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's get to the Bible study. The minister, Brother Derrick Show. Let's get it.
All righty, y'all. Welcome to the Reverend Brother Derrick Show. We on the Rev channel. So y'all can just call me the Rev. Reverend, minister, preacher, whatever you want to call it. I'm ordained. And if y'all ain't noticed, check it out. Oops, wrong side. Check out the matching symbol. You see it? We legit here. So, for those thinking about trolling, we legit here. Now, the phone company is having a problem today, and I don't know what it is. I've changed the antennas around, and we can't get no upload. I might have to downgrade. Trying to hope for the best. Maybe we'll get a blessing. But as y'all can see, the download is always good on Band 2. But let's watch the upload. Look at the upload. Look at it. That's the problem. Look at that. We doing 3.9 megabytes. It's not even giving us 42. It's been like this all day. Now I could switch to band 13, but it's so unreliable. It's so unreliable. And I'm looking here and we are red. Come on with the bull crap. Are we back or not? Come on with the bull crap. Yeah, something wrong with the system because it's only showing, it's showing 100. There's no anywhere we doing 100. That's not even the band 13 tower we even use. But we're back. So that's what matters. We are back. All right. Like I said, I don't know what happened to Band 2. Band 2 was doing good until about like 3 o'clock. All of a sudden, it couldn't do more than 2 megabytes up. Was doing 20 down. But we only do 2 up. We upload to YouTube. We're not downloading from YouTube. We're uploading to YouTube. And I don't understand. Band 5 upload is trash. Band 4 upload is trash. But we're back. And we're clear. So hopefully it didn't start another show. What's going on, the driver? You right on time. Our topic for the Wednesday Bible study sermon today is, what does the Bible say about evil leaders? Before we go look and see what other scholars have to say, I'm going to tell you what the Spirit going to tell me to say. There's two ways of thinking about this. When it comes to our leaders, God has a semi-hands-off approach. You know why? Because God picked the Israelites out to be his people. And they were supposed to listen to him and follow his rule. But the people said, we want our own king. Like the Jebusites and the Hittites and every other kind of Hittite was out there. They wanted to be like, they wanted to have their own king. Well, they had God. God is the ultimate king. They had something the other people didn't have. They had God. But they couldn't see that. They could only see that the other people, their neighbors, they had a king. And they wanted a king. This kind of ticked God off. Because the people were saying, well, we appreciate everything you do for us, but we want our own king. So God told Samuel to make Saul the king. And the people got what they wanted. But see, they distanced themselves a little farther from God. So now that God wasn't ruling them, they had a ruler. He started looking at what they were doing even more. And all of a sudden it wouldn't rain. Well, who sinned? Plagues kept coming. Well, who sinned? Animals dropping dead. Who sinned? And the person that sinned would have to come forward and confess his sin, and then things will go back to normal. The problem is the people kept sinning. And eventually God said, okay, you don't want to listen to me? You want to listen to your king? You're on your own. And then the Hittites and the Jebusites, they kept running in there and raiding them. And they would enslave them. And they would go, oh God, please, we were wrong. Please take us back. Please come help us. So in the beginning, God would say, okay. And if you notice, there's a book of Judges. Ruth, Samson. There were a lot of judges that God sent to come rescue the people. But as soon as those judges died, just like when Noah was alive, and it was just him and his son, it was a great time on earth. That was probably the best time on earth, other than Adam and Eve, before they ate the apple. That probably was the best time on earth. Everybody got along. Noah kept everybody in line. Noah died 2 generations later. The most evilest time on the earth. Because, see, the great-grandson forgot. They didn't know God. So their fathers started doing their own thing. The same thing with Joseph in Egypt. When Joseph was alive, the Israelites got treated like king. When he died, the new Pharaoh came. I don't know who Joseph is, but I know it's too many of y'all, and y'all not going to overrun us. We're going to have to enslave you. If Martin Luther King Jr. was still alive, black folks would be alive further. If Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and a lot of the other men that was with Dr. King would have kept it up instead of being sellouts to the government, maybe we'd be in a better position. But see, when the leader died, the people around them, they start fighting amongst each other. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to be the leader. How come everybody can't be the leader? How come everybody can't have a say? It's been that way. And every once in a while, you get a real evil person. And sometimes that person come to you in a nice package. And you don't expect them to nut up on you. But those be the one that nut up on you. Napoleon didn't start out evil. Hitler didn't start out evil. The Roman emperors didn't start out evil. But once they got a taste of that power, they start listening to the devil. We got a devil in office right now. His name is Donald Trump. And if Trump don't make it, we got another devil coming in. His name Joe Biden. Either way, we got two devils coming in. One of the two. And whether we like him or not, that's going to be our president. Now here's the difference. A lot of y'all that watch me don't agree with everything I say, and that's good. But you shouldn't agree with everything your president says either. You shouldn't agree with everything your governor says, your mayor, your city council, your principal. If you see a wrong, call it out. If you get outvoted, then just deal with it. Now, Sam said Trump is a good brother. What's good about him? I'll listen, Sam. Please. I hate to interrupt the sermon, but please. Tell me, hey, now you finally made it. I think Liz went to bed. I invited her. I'm about to get rid of that screen because I'm tired of it turning red. This is not a good day for Verizon in this neighborhood. It's not a good day. We're going to look at some videos later on. But you say that Donald Trump ain't evil. Do you know that Donald Trump is telling all the hospitals to stop sharing their COV information with the CDC, but they'll only send it to the White House? Then the White House will send the information to the CDC. Trump want to hide the numbers from us. He want to hide the numbers on the CV from us. Trump, you work for us, sir. I'm sick of these politicians thinking that they God. You're not. You work for the people. Why you gonna hide the information from the people and then change the numbers on it? Why you think we should stand by and let you do that? Everybody should go storm the daggone White House right now and ask that man change that damn law before we drag you out of here. What you gonna do? You gonna shoot all of us? This is what's got to happen. Y'all wonder why they were coups back in the day. There was a reason for coups. There was a reason for uproar. There was a reason for it. When the government get out of control. This man told all the hospitals, stop sending your information to the CDC. Only send it to us. So what they gonna do with it? He gonna change the numbers. He already said he was gonna stop the testing. So it won't show so many cases. This man will not deal with this virus. He wanna act like it don't exist. This is our leader. We got almost 140,000 dead. I showed some of y'all the numbers from the day. Remember, it was New York and New Jersey. Now it's New York and California. In Florida and past Texas. Florida trying to catch California. Texas trying to take its spot back from Florida. Do y'all understand? This man know this going on, and he talking about opening the schools up. And we got a video I'm gonna show you from some silly white lady that's saying, well, the media trying to scare you about the kids going back to school. Because see, the kids get it and they don't die. Kids also have not fully developed. Little kids have not fully developed their hearts and lungs. You don't think this disease is having an effect on that? Because they so young you don't see it. What about 10 years from now? When they sit up there, hey, yeah. Then you're going to say, oh, that was the CV. But it didn't bother the kids. To the young people that's out there at the clubs right now, the young folk that's out there at the pub, out there at the beaches, squeezing each other hiney and stuff, 20 years from now, because the CV might not be killing them, but it's doing something to their body. It affects your lungs, your heart, and it affects your liver, and it affects your, it causes blood clot. I told y'all my mother died from a blood clot. Because if the clot get big enough, it's going to stop the flow of the blood, and the blood going to go to your heart and pop it. 20 years from now, these kids that's out there, cowabunga dude, their hearts can be popping out. But you don't want to admit that. You want to say everybody fine. You want to send the kids back to school. If the sick and the elderly and the black folk are the ones that's mostly dying, do you know how many grandparents, especially in the black community, raise their grandchildren? So you say the children don't get it, but they can't go to school, get it, and bring it home to their grandparents? And kill them off, then who gonna raise them? Huh, Trump? You worried about a daggone dollar. That dollar gonna be there. Shut the country down. And let's get rid of this disease. But you won't do it. Because you think it's la 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 la, it's just gonna go away. There's no such thing as the TV. No. You got people going around and saying, it ain't nothing but the flu. The flu killed people. So you saying that and all they keep saying is that people ain't dying as much as they was 2 months ago. But they still dying. When you can get it down to 5 deaths a day, talk to me. Long as we still between 500 and 1,000, I don't want to hear nothing. You letting them Americans die for $1. And for all y'all talking about the damn economy, you full of shit. You full of shit. Because if we shut down for 2 weeks and get rid of the CV, give everybody stimulus money to stay in the house for them 14, 15, 16 days, whatever you want to make it. The money that we spend to make sure we got what we need is going to keep the economy going. Then when the time's up, we can go outside and hug and kiss and go to the park and go out and go on vacation and go to the bars and the restaurants and the clubs, and I had to worry about no CV. The economy's going to do what? Pew! Fly to the moon. Stock market's going to do what? Choo! Up the chain. But you saying that we can't go 16, 17 days and be rid of this. You saying that we can't close the borders. Don't let nobody in. Don't let nobody out. We ain't got no CV. The stuff that we import from other countries, he's going around. Nobody's tougher on China. You want to be tougher on China? All them companies that outsource to these third world countries in China and Malaysia and Mexico, bring them jobs back here and let the American people work. I don't mind paying $5 more for a TV. It's American made. The money gonna stay in this country instead of going overseas. We'll be able to afford. But see, that's too much work. I'd rather just wait and see. Why is it too much work? Change all the cars over to electricity. That's jobs right there. Change all the helicopters over to electric. Make them a hybrid. Half gas, half electric. You run out of gas, you still got the electric. Run out the electric, you still got the gas. So you can make it to one of them to a station, or you can make it to a place and charge your car. You imagine going to a restaurant saying, hey, I got a stitcher cord. Can I plug my car up while I eat? I leave you a good tip. Nobody never be stranded again. Why can't we do that, Donald Trump? Why can't we do it? We can't do it because of the old fogey that you work for. The big company, the big oil company. Guess what? We go electric. We don't need oil. They ain't gonna make no money. They'll do something else. I haven't put no oil in that bike over there. I never put any oil in the scooter. Still work. Still work. We got enough oil here to have 2-cycle. That's what they call it. 2-cycle engine oil. Because we ain't going to need no oil. Because we're going to be running the electric motors. and it's going to be cheaper. So the mechanics are going to have to learn how to deal with the electric motors. They're going to have to be schooled. That's a job right there. Teaching them how to do the electric motors. The airplane mechanics, they're going to have to learn how to deal with electric airplane engines. That's a job right there. Somebody going to have to make the parts. The people that's making the parts for car engines, or why can't they make the parts for electric engines? Don't tell me we can't make money. And the money will stay in the country. Until the other countries can prove they have no CV, we will not let them in. We will not buy from them. Let them be on their own. I guarantee you within 5 years, there won't be no CV in the world. When they ain't got our money, bring our soldiers from overseas, bring them home. Afghanistan should be able to defend itself at all this time. So should Iraq. Bring our boys home. So they ain't got to worry about no CV. Bring them home and put them at the border. You ain't coming over the wall. You ain't coming in here. You want that wall so bad? Do that. You'll get your wall. But that's too much common sense, right? You ever lie to the people and tell us everything's fine? Every other country got a down curve. We got an up curve. Known about this since the end of January. They talking about the second wave. We still in the first. But this go to show you. Because Biden ain't no better. But I believe Biden would have done a better job with the CV. You saw what he did with his son. They were going to lock his son up in Russia. He did what he had to do, keep his son out of jail. I think he would have did what he had to do to stop the CV. I don't think he any better than Trump. I think Trump probably would have been better, but not in crisis situations. Republicans are not good. And I gave you examples. I gave you examples of why they ain't no good. When it comes to a crisis, they ain't no good. Bush wasn't no good. Let them people sit out there doing Katrina. Out there on the bridge. They black. Whatever. What? They living in an arena. Black ladies getting raped in the bathroom of the arena. Hey, you said they black, right? Hey, there you go. Planes hit the World Trade Center. Well, instead of me going out there and speaking to the nation and rallying everybody and confronting everybody, let me just keep sitting here and reading this little story to the kids. And the rabbit said to the goat, "Hello, how you doing today?" That's the response of the Republicans. And then you got this CV. Even in Charleston back in 2016, old Trump the hump, when you had the white people going against the racist white people, they were clashing. Instead of Trump saying you racists ought to be ashamed of yourself, them days are gone. Well, it's good people on both sides, you know. What did that tell the race? Yeah, we got a good old boy in there. Yeah, he didn't condemn us. I can give you reason. Can you give me reason? I'm listening. They sat there and tried to get Hillary Clinton because a couple of soldiers died in Bosnia, Botswana, whatever it was. Somebody refresh my memory. Yet this man was told that the Russians put a hit out on our soldiers that defend the world. The Russians put out a hit on them. They would pay good money for every soldier they could kill. And Trump did nothing. And it leaked out. Oh, well, you know, it was in the briefs, but I didn't read it. Really? Oh, I might have read it, but I didn't pay it no mind. Really? When the time comes for action, the Republicans don't respond. But let it be the economy. They'll respond. Let it be some black folk out of line. They'll respond. Any other time, I've been the toughest on China than everybody else. China got 3,000 dead. You going on 140,000, sir. Who was tough on who? They sent this over here. I don't think it was an accident. I think they did it on purpose. Because he's being so tough on them. Somebody gonna send me a link. Chinese knew about a little milder form of coronavirus in 2013. And he goes, yeah, and Obama was the president then. That might have been a point, except that 2014, Obama warned about after we dealt with the Ebola, which he only lost 4 people. He said, I'm going to start asking Congress for money so we can get a task force together and we can be ready. And we can have the stuff we're going to need in case there's another Ebola or another airborne pathogen. Back in 2014. And he did it. If he asked the Congress for $65 million, they only gave him 60. He took the 60, he made it work. He asked for $35 million, they only gave him 30. He took the 30, he made it work. He got the stock. He got all the scientists together. They coming to work every day waiting for something to happen. Trump come in. Y'all just standing around playing with test tubes. I'm a businessman. Why Obama spending all this money on this stuff? Fooey. Fiddlesticks. We don't need that stuff. Get them out of here. Let's show the American people we saving money. Now you find out about the CV. Ooh. You ain't got rid of everything. You trying to blame the HMO, WHMO, whatever. World Health Organization. Fact of the matter is, you dismantled everything. You had to run around and regather these people back that you fired. He fired the last of them in January of 2020. Found out about the virus toward the end of January. That's why he didn't have no PPE equipment. That's why you still can't buy masks at a reasonable price. Because he threw all the stuff away. Gave it away, sold it. And you can't even get a mask. That's why he don't wear a mask, because he know you can't buy a good one. He knows it. You can't get no 3M mask that you can wash out. You can get a disposable one now. Now. I don't know how much longer the way these cases going up. Pretty soon it's gonna go back to the way it was. You're gonna be on eBay paying you get a real one. This from China. I hope it's real. But this is what Donald Trump left here. If it had been possible for Obama to serve a third term, we wouldn't have this problem because he already had everything he needed ready. And he didn't know who was going to win, whether it was going to be Trump or whether it was going to be Clinton. But he left them fully stocked and ready to go. And then Trump going to come out there and say, well, you know, Obama didn't leave me nothing. And sit there and tell that damn lie. And yet you still going, the man openly lied. Every chance he get, he try to blame Biden and Obama when he messed up. But y'all don't say nothing, right? You gotta let it go. You act like you didn't hear it. I'm gonna keep my little job and I'm gonna keep driving my little car. I'm just gonna pretend. You sit there and hear this man say, the Confederate flag and the Confederacy and Black Lives Matter. It's all freedom of speech. So it's okay for them to lynch us. Burn our houses and schools and businesses down. It's okay for them to rape our women. It's okay for them to hang us from the tree. You put that in the same category as people begging for justice. You put them on the same scale, it's the same level. If you ain't a racist bastard, I don't know what you is. Because I don't know how you can do that. And I don't even follow Black Lives Matter. But I know they haven't killed thousands of people. I know they haven't raped thousands of women. I know they haven't burned down farms and houses and schools and businesses to the extent that you would compare them to the daggone. Everything they burnt down in Atlanta and Minnesota wouldn't even be a pick of what's been done under that Confederate flag. But you want to compare these two things. Oh, man. You ain't racist. I don't know what you is. You can talk to me till you blue in the face. Sad part is, you don't even care about your own people. Because if half the people that's dying is black, what's the other half? Some of them gotta be white, right? They old, they sickly, So you don't even care about your own people. And then you want to send the little kids off to school and cough and breathe on each other. You want to tell me this man ain't sick, this man ain't the devil. Hey, Liz, you finally showed up? Welcome. So today's topic is, what does the Bible say about evil leaders? I believe you have to try your best not. Try your best to state your case of why you don't like the leader, but still follow the rules till you get him out of there. Because the Lord appointed Saul as the first king. And he was a good king. His children wasn't worth 2 pieces of dookie. And he wanted one of his sons to be king. And God told him, man, you raised them children terrible. They can't be king. And he sent Samuel to appoint David. David, that shepherd? I got 2 sons. The son's supposed to be the king. One of them, they ain't worthy. Saul spent years trying to kill King David. And David had to go on a run and hide in caves. Until Saul died. Because even though God wanted him to be king, the man he made king first was still alive. And when Saul died, then David became king. But David had to run for his life. David had to fight to stay alive. And this is what I'm saying to you. Do what you got to do to get by so you can get this evil leader out of office. They're going to try and get you to do things you don't want to do. Resist as much as possible. But on the big thing, let it go so you can get them out of there. And make sure you vote in somebody the next go around that's going to do what you want them to do. Not the evil things that you don't want them. Sometimes the majority will outvote you. You're going to have to separate yourself, but still stay in the mix. Like right now, we in a tough situation. Both presidents is bad. The vice president that's running, the old vice president that's running, and the current president. Ain't neither one of them worth two pieces of crap on a strap. Neither one of them. You have to decide between the lesser of two evils. As long as there ain't no crisis, I think Trump is better than Biden. But in a crisis, I think that Biden will do a better job. I'm only going on the fact that man was willing. That man was willing to risk going to jail to save his son from going to jail. I don't think Trump do that for his son. But I think Biden mind gone. There ain't nobody else to vote for. What happened to Bernie Sanders? There ain't nobody out there. Jesse Jackson ain't running. Somebody, anybody. Rush Limbaugh, you want to run? Bill Cosby out of jail yet? Somebody. Morgan Freeman, anybody. Anybody but these two people. But they're in a position of power. But y'all got to realize, hurry back, Naya. Y'all got to realize that God allowed these people to be in power. And as we grow further and further away from him, he's going to let you see what happens to you as you grow further and further away from him. Remember, the devil made the challenge. Man can govern himself. God says no man can. And that's the challenge between the God and the devil. That's the challenge. Can we govern ourselves? And I had to say, sorry, Mr. D, it ain't looking good. But the devil has this back. He didn't just stop there. He also said, man won't love you. You created them to love and worship you. I'm going to make them love and worship me. They're not going to want to worship you. See, you put them here. You wanted me to indoctrinate them and brainwash them. I flipped the script on you. I'm going to get them to do what I want them to do. I'm going to make them worship me. And you look at the world right now, who winning? Can man govern himself? Heck no. Because man's still trying to do what he want to do. Trump know to close the country down. But that's not what he want to do. That's not what the people that put money in his pocket, you don't see, telling him to do. As the world get worse, we just proving we can't govern ourselves. We can't. We can't govern ourselves because we won't keep God and Jesus in our heart. We won't listen to them. We got to do what we want to do. We got to do what we want to do. Bird told me not to try to upgrade the phone. It wasn't going to do no good. But we did it anyway, and guess what? We were still down for the weekend. The video said, stop this video because that's not what you meant to play. That's something somebody added in. I said, I'll let it go. And we got flagged. So see, when you do what you want to do, bad things happen. When you don't listen, bad things happen. And when you don't listen, you grow farther away from God. And the farther you get from God, the more in the hands of the devil you are. I woke up that morning with no power on. There wasn't no power. I said, oh Lord, there ain't no power. I know I paid the BG&E bill, ain't no power. I called and sat on hold. And then when I finally got somebody, they said, yeah, we know the power out. It'll be on at 12 o'clock. It actually came on back on 11 something. I said, man. Then the video we did on this channel, it got blocked. I was talking trash and wanted to play some music. And guess what? YouTube said, we're going to block your video. So we had to go edit it. Luckily, we didn't stay on more than 6 hours. I was able to go trim out the music. I think it's still a couple songs. I know some of the songs from Mandy's clip got us on copyrights, but they didn't block the video and there wasn't no money for them to take. See, when there ain't no money for the music people to take, that's when they want to block it. They want to block your video or they want to flag it. But if you got some change to give them, they'll take the money. When they find out how little it is, I don't know how happy they be, but we only got 2 cents. 2 cents more than what we had. We only got 6 cents. 6 cents more than what you had. But when you ain't generating no money, that's when they liable to get you. But they know you can edit it out. I've gotten copyright on stuff like 6 months later. Be like, you didn't flag us 6 months ago. We got a flag on the big channel for a video we did back in 2019. I said, God darn. It took you all this time? But you need some money? Let's take a look at what the scholars say here. Am I on the right track or am I wrong? Let's take a looky. I didn't want to start with this one, but we here. Cause I got blowed up. Let's start with the other one. It doesn't have our title. How God uses bad leaders to refine us. The Bible says that God has the purpose for everything, even the installation of bad leaders. This might be hard for some to believe, but the truth remains the same. The Lord has made everything for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. Proverbs 16:4. Even the wicked. Daniel 2:21 tells us that God changes the time and the season. He removes kings and raises up kings. He puts them there because he has an intended purpose, and that is to show himself. Consider what God told the Pharaoh in Moses' time. But indeed, for this purpose, I have raised you up, that I may show my power in you, and that my name may be declared in all the earth. See Exodus 9:16, also Romans 9:17. We all know that the Pharaoh in Moses' time treated the Israelites as slaves, and he never really showed any fear of God. Yet we know at the end of it all, God was able to effectively show us his might through his rescue of Israel. In the same way, our seemingly bad leaders today are in position simply because God wants to do something to his people, to point them to Christ and to bring them to Christ likeness. Here are some ways how God uses bad leaders to refine us, to show what kind of people we are. Honestly speaking, those who govern us and lead us effectively reveal what's in our heart. Our response to that kind of leadership often reveals what's inside of us and what side we are really on, God's or man. God's side or man's side. Many Christians today overemphasize the Romans 13 teaching that says everyone must submit to governing authority. For all authority comes from God, and those in positions of authority have been placed there by God. Verse 1. While we must submit to authority, we must also think carefully. If our submission to man makes us sin against God, then it simply proves that we're not following God. Oh, I think I said that. To teach us lessons. In the same way God ruled Israel of their stubborn decision to be led by a human king. Oh, look at now. Oh, that's what I said. Woo! Sorry, y'all. In the same way God warned Israel of their stubborn decision to be led by a human king instead of the King of Kings. See 1 Samuel 8. God uses bad leaders to teach his people to pursue righteousness and stand up for it. When people elect or unite to put up a leader who is wicked, they are the ones who actually suffer the consequences of having bad leadership. God uses this cause and effect scenario to teach us to choose the kind of leaders that he wants. Those who are just, honest, righteous, and with integrity. 3. Ignite a desire for Christ's reign. Evil leaders will ignite our hearts to desire for Christ's reign here on earth if we truly love God. Although human leaders can promise us a lot of comfort, we must realize that we do not belong to this world. Christ is our supreme leader, and his reign is the one we eagerly desire. God versus man. In a nutshell, God uses bad leaders to show us that he is the only one we must follow and obey. All human leaders have shortcomings, and bad leaders have more than just that. God has nothing but our good in store for us. All righty. All right. Hey, hey. Stream resumed. Look at the OBS. Why did the stream resume? Do a refresh. Hey, Sungrown. That the real Sungrown? Because Sungrown got a rent. I mean, wasn't Sungrown here earlier? Can somebody find out that's the real Sungrown? He might not have a wrench in this chat. So, and not only did that back up what I said, the Spirit told me, don't play the other one first. Play that one. And see, I listened. See what happened when you listen? That backed up what I said. To a T. That you have to separate yourself from the teachings and the thought of your leader when they interfere with what you know what God wants you to do. Still be respectful, but say, I ain't doing that. My God don't want me to do that. No offense to you. I respect your authority, but I ain't doing that. I don't agree with that. And if that means that I can't do certain things, then that must be the baby mark of the beast. I ain't doing it. Y'all going down there to mess with them black folk? Them black folk ain't done nothing to you? What you going down there for? What do you mean if I don't come, you gonna come after me? Well, let me make a few phone calls. Well, let me get some other believers to come down here, and you wanna have a battle. We can have a battle, but you're not gonna try to get me to go along with the crowd. You're not gonna get me to do what I know is wrong. Well, if you don't do it, then you're not gonna be able to come to work. Then I'm gonna tell everybody in my congregation not to go to that business. What about that? We'll go someplace else. Matter of fact, we'll go to the black people and let them make the money. Oh, no, you can't do that. No. But that's an example of how you can stand your ground. But do people have the courage to stand their ground? Do they have the cojones to stand their ground? If you go back to making fun of people, you'll get a lot more views. You'll get more donations. I didn't come here for views and donations. I came here to teach. I didn't come here to hurt people. Yeah, that's why you're going to be small. I'll be small. Go on over there and watch some people buck down. I ain't doing it. Go over there and watch them with that fake beat. Listen to that same old, same old. All right, now let's get to the second one here. See if I can blow this up for y'all. All right, that looks pretty big. All right, let's get it. What happened to the nations under corrupt or bad leadership in the Bible? The Bible tells us what happens to nations that fall into corruption and ungodly leadership. Does God abandon nations? What happens to nations that fall into corruption and who have ungodly leadership? It seems obvious to most Christians because they can read the history of mankind, but also the historical accounts written in the Bible, where nations departed from obedience to God and later fell into ruin because of idolatry with sexual moral practices, exceeding greed, and neglect of the poor, like the orphan and the widow. This was the case with the Roman Empire, where there was rampant sexual immorality, multiple marriages and divorces, child abuse, physical and sexual, overtaxation, and a growing national debt that threatened the empire's solvency and national defense. These and other causes would all become her downfall, since nothing happens outside of the sovereign will of God. Matthew 10:29. This must have been a judgment of God. The national and civilian population had reached a point that reflected the days of Noah, where all they thought about was sin. When God abandons a nation, during the time of the judges in ancient Israel, everyone did what was seen as right in their own eyes. Judges 21:25. But when that happens, the counsel of God is ignored. And as a result, they fell into captivity time after time. They would finally repent, and God would send them a judge to rescue them. But right after he or she died, they will fall back into their sinful pattern, and that will bring them back to destruction. Woo! I said that! Yeah! Thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's exactly what I said. Yeah! Rewind it back. That's exactly what I said. Woo! Similar kings of ancient Israel and later Judah took their nations through the same cycle. If you look at history, that cycle is not unique to Israel. When Samson judged Israel for 20 years, he reached such a state of obedience to God that was said of him that he did not know that the Lord had left him. Judges 16:20. And that may be what's happening to our nation today and many others around the world. God has left them. We might think that millions in our nation are Christians, but when it comes to the fruit, the tree is a bit barren. Many will say to the Lord on the day of his return, Lord, Lord, but these same many will be turned away from the presence of God. Matthew 7:13-23. The Bible teaches that many are called, but few are chosen. Broad is the path to destruction, but narrow and difficult is the path to eternal life, and why few there be that find it. Matthew 7:14. Hey, that sounds like me teaching. When nations finally forsake God, God will surely forsake them. In fact, he may have done so in many cases. That is because any nation that exists and operates by indiscriminately breaking, in fact, defying God's laws, are subject to the same fate as the ancient Israelites, the Roman Empire, and any other people which lives outside of the will of God. The truth is, when it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. Proverbs 11:10a. And when the righteous increase, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the people groan. Proverbs 29:20. The groan for the same reasons that others did in the past. Overtaxation, a huge national debt, and a growing national defense and security issues, sexual immorality, and corruption in the private, public, and political spheres. Sounds like the United States to me. Consequences for a corrupt nation. You cannot break God's moral laws without them breaking you. And it doesn't matter if it relates to one person or an entire nation. If we choose to sin, we choose to suffer, because we are the ones that chose our way and not God. And since God is sovereign, he will hold each nation and individual responsible, even more so with national leaders. He has that authority to do that. It is God who changes times and seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. Daniel 2:21a. God is omnipotent. He can punish or bring down any nation he chooses. Just as we read in the Old Testament, he brings up one nation to punish another. But sometimes the nation can implode within, because they've been their own worst enemy. The government may be doing more damage to the nation than our people are, but the people will still feel the consequences and suffer for it. In Noah's day, it had grown so bad that the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. Genesis 6:11-12. And the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of thought of his heart was only evil, continually. Genesis 6:5. This type of civilization brought God's judgment, and it came suddenly, just as it will when Christ returns. Revelation 20:12. It will be when he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him, and all the tribes of the earth will wail on account of him. Revelations 1:8. They wail because they know that God exists, and now they face his judgment. All their lives, they have suppressed the knowledge of God. Romans 1:18. Despite the fact that it's obvious that God does exist. Romans 1:19-21. Conclusion. If we are not happy with who our choices are in political office, that's no reason not to vote. But God may use ungodly leadership as a form of disciplining the nation. He did the same thing with ancient Israel and then Judah. He gave them up to their own sins, and then God gave them to the king. Then God gave them the king they deserved. Can we as a nation still hear God's voice, where he tells his people, "Oh, that my people will listen to me"? Psalms 81:13a. And I will soon subdue their enemies and turn my hand against their foes. Psalms 81:4. But sadly, our nation may hear the very same thing he told ancient Israel, and that was that my people did not listen to my voice. Psalms 81:11. By the way, his voice can be heard today in his written word, the Bible. God speaks to us by his Spirit and through his word to point us to the living word, Jesus Christ. Whoever is not abiding in his word, John 15:5, will be cast into the fire. John 15:6, a fire that is never quenched, and in a place where the one does not die. Alrighty. All right, and put the chat up. And anybody have any questions? I see we lost 2 people. It's okay. But check this out. I picked those 2 stories. All I did was type in, what does the Bible say about evil rulers? I picked those 2 out at random. And I taught from the Spirit. I said what the Spirit told me to say. And God darn it, I matched both of them. I matched both articles. perfectly. We still undefeated. We haven't met nobody. We haven't came across nothing that challenged what I say. Do y'all see the power of the Holy Spirit? Is your Holy Spirit activated? The Spirit even told me which one to do first, because he knew what it said, even though I didn't. But either way, it didn't matter. Both of them backed up what I said. They mentioned the people went their own king, and God gave them salve. It mentioned about the people not listening to God, and then they had to send judges, because he would let their enemies take them over. It also said about how you don't have to go along with the crowd. If you know that they doing what God don't want you to do, why would you join in? You don't have to join in. Hey, I can't stop you from doing what you're doing. I'm not going to be a part of it. Instead of going on with the crowd. Stop being sheep. Start being the shepherd. Stop being a follower. Start being a leader. If you know something is wrong, say it. Don't be ashamed. A lot of y'all don't say nothing in the chat. Like y'all afraid somebody gonna come get you. I'm only afraid of Jesus Christ and God. Only thing a man can do is lock me up or kill me. He locked me up. I can start reaching the prisoners. Wherever I'm locked up at. He kill me. Hey, I get to go to paradise. And I ain't gotta sit down here and suffer. That's a win-win situation. But see, you scared of your life. Those, it is written, those that are afraid to lose their life will lose it. I know you like it down here on earth. Some of y'all got nice things. But you only got 80 years down here, or less. What about the rest of eternity? Do you want to be on slow burn, uncomfortable in the dark, lonely, with nothing to do but be in agony and wish you had came and put Jesus Christ in your heart? You want to spend 2 or 3,000 years suffering with nothing but your memories? You better have some fun. You better make a whole bunch of them. But that's all you're going to have is your memory. While you waiting to die. You praying to die. You want the agony to stop. Then you got to stand in that long line for judgment and watch all your friends get thrown in that furnace. You got to watch all your preachers and reverends, all your deacons, all your pastors. You got to watch them all get thrown in that daggone oven. All the priests, the nuns, watch them all get thrown in that daggone oven. You say, oh, no, they in there. Well, I know where I'm going. Yeah, you do. You're going in there too, but you're going to have to watch them go first. You're going to watch all the presidents go. You're going to watch all the evil earth. They had that slave trade going. You're going to get to watch them go in the oven. Then you're going to watch the Europeans that had the slave trade. You're going to watch them go in the oven. You're going to watch all those Confederate people get thrown in the oven. Trying to use the Bible to justify slavery. You're going to get to see them all get thrown in the oven. But guess what? If you listen to me, you ain't worried. You know you ain't getting thrown in. You ain't going to be on no slow burn. You're going to be sitting there grinning. Damn. Hey, what's going on, Pastor? Oh, there's the pastor. Whew. All right, who next? Hey, Deacon Jones. Deacon John, what you doing up there? You and Deacon? Yeah, messing with all the women, stealing the church money. Yeah, throw them in there. Hey, boss. Boss, you going in the oven? Hey, check on my dad. Hey, Dad, you going in the oven? My dad got his own church. He ain't going in the oven. Uh-oh. Poof. What side you want to be on? That's the question. What side you want to be on? See, people don't take it seriously. They're more worried about watching the Love and Hip Hop. They worried about what's going on with Will Smith and Jada Smith. They more interested in what's going on with R. Kelly. They're more interested in watching America's Got Talent. We got this great topic here. We got 5 people here. There was a woman that came on. I sent some of y'all the link. She didn't even have a chat. Chat was disabled. Woman sitting there talking about everybody under the sun and ain't teaching you nothing. 21 people sitting there in her chat. What did they say about our people? What did they say about our people? That woman was feuding with Candy Cartel 2 years ago. 2 years later, she back feuding with the same woman. But she got more people in her chat than I do. What did they say about our people? What does it say? I'm asking y'all. I'm telling the truth. What does it say? This is life-saving information right here. Don't nobody want to be saved. That's why I'm going to be sitting right there. I hope I got some popcorn. I hope I got me a nice cold iced tea. And I get to sit there and just watch y'all get tossed into the furnace. I'll just sit there and watch like, damn. Hey, True Freeman, you going in? Hey, Tommy Sotomayor, you getting thrown in? Hey. Damn, Victor Moon, our mentor, you think you going in too? Damn. Well, they ain't loud. We knew you was going. Damn, that goes on. Yeah, look at Triple Darkness. He's still running his mouth as he about to get thrown in the furnace. Shut up and get in there, Triple. Oh, sure. Because they seeking fame and attention. I don't want to be famous. I want to declare all praise and all attention should be on Jesus Christ and God. Not on Reverend BROTHA. I'm a servant. And I'm trying to awaken the people in this sector up. But see, they comfortable. See, because they got a little computer. They comfortable. Because they got a little car. They comfortable. Because they got a little house or a little apartment. They comfortable. They got a little job. They comfortable. When people comfortable, they don't want to fight. When people comfortable, they don't want to be bothered. They want to play with their little toys and trinkets. They comfortable. Don't let the toys and the trinkets occupy your mind. You know, a lot of men like sport. Don't let the sport keep you occupied. A lot of women like the soap opera. And the women of Atlanta. And the women in North Carolina. And the women in New York or whatever. That stuff is to keep you busy. Love and hip hop. Keep you busy. Those of y'all that watch pop and them other people talk about the celebrity rappers and the singers. That's to keep you busy. But as long as you busy, you ain't creating. Because creating insult, creating disses, creating beef is not going to get you anywhere in life. Where it's going to get you? Oh, shut up, Bubba Derrick. I get more views than you. Then why don't you start a YouTube that we can get away from Google? Why don't you start a black YouTube so we can get away from Google? If you so big, why don't you do that? Why can't we all come together and create our own YouTube? And the same people that watch us every day, they can come watch us over there. And guess what's gonna happen? Google gonna come knocking. Knock, knock. Hey, where y'all go? Hey, we wasn't giving you enough money. You need us to give you a couple dollars to come back. But now we won't do that. Because see, when you start doing your own, see, people take you for granted. They take the black vote for granted, the Democrats do. They take you for granted. But you saw Trump won last time. Now they coming hard. They want the black vote. Why is it that we so scared? Why do we have to hold on to the ankle, to the kneecap of other people? Why we can't create our own? Why can't somebody invent a black YouTube so we can do our own thing? And we don't have to worry about no music copyright. Don't have to worry about videos being shown and getting flagged for them. Who won't flag us? It's our stuff. It's our channel. You don't like it, don't watch. You playing my music. So you should hope somebody buy it. Why you crying? You getting advertised. I'm advertising your music to my audience. You should be paying me. You pay to advertise on TV. You pay to advertise in these ads that come online. But why you ain't paying me? You should give me a couple dollars. Maybe somebody go buy your record. No, they're not gonna buy it because you playing it. If you got 12 songs on there and I play one of them, maybe the people want to say, hey, I want to hear the other song. Let me go buy the CD. Yeah, shut up. That don't make sense. Shut up. Why you're not fair? Don't understand it. If somebody advertising your stuff, you should be glad. You create stuff to share it. But see, they create stuff to make money. That's the problem. But the brain's so small. If I'm sitting here and somebody play a song on that channel and I go, hey, I like that beat. That's a good DJ. I wonder what other songs they got. And I might go on iTunes or Spotify or Sound, whatever. What is this? What is it called? SoundCloud? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I might go say, hey, let me listen to some of these songs. Hey, I like this. Oh, I can't download it. I gotta buy it. Okay, well, I buy it. I really enjoy this music. I want my own copy. Why is that a problem? I'm just asking, why is that a problem? Because it's my property, and then you make it to share with the world. That's why I say we got flagged for an old video. And the video came on TV. I know it's at least 10, 15 years old. I know it's old. But they flagged it because we showed some of that video. Now they know that video was attached to another video because the second part of that video was this show taking the first part of the video and making their own parody. So they copied off the people in the first video. They copied them. But they flagged us for showing them copying somebody else. Somebody please explain that. How you steal somebody else's stuff and put your own spin on it, and then you want to call it your own? I'm just asking. I asked the question. How you gonna flag somebody? That's not your property. You stole an idea from somebody else. They should be able to flag you. But they didn't. But you gonna flag somebody advertising your product. I don't even think they come on TV anymore. But it's okay. We'll take that week. We only gotta go to the next Monday. And watch, YouTube gonna be smart about it. Watch, they're gonna make us wait till Tuesday. Watch, they're gonna make us wait till Tuesday. Now, some of y'all saw, I found an app, and it's gonna let us live stream. This channel don't have 1,000 subs, so we can't live stream on the YouTube app. But we can live stream on this app, and I don't know what it's gonna be called. I might have to change the title when I get back to the house, because I don't see no place to do it. Well, welcome back to Infinite One. We're gonna be it's supposed to be Monday, but they might make it Monday 12 midnight. So we'll be back Tuesday on the big channel. The big channel was Minister Brother Derrick. This is a channel that we had already. It was the reserve channel. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start doing the sermon, and we're gonna do the mobile lives, and we might do our political commentary, like stuff on the virus and Trump and stuff like that. And then if somebody want to bring some link, we're gonna come to this channel, and we're gonna build this channel up, and hopefully we can get up to 1,000 subs on this channel. And if I can get this channel monetized, then we can alternate. They flag that channel, we come over here. And we can still do the mobile lives on YouTube, and we can still get AdSense. And then when we want to get a little grimy, I'll set a third channel up. And so that way we'll have 3 channels Actually, I mean, we got 24. But we'll have 3 channels working. Because if we get to the point that we get both channels flagged, if there's no one that's subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Let's see if we can get this channel up to 1,000 subs. YouTube made it harder to go on the Witchcom channel because you used to be able to click somebody and go to that channel. Now you gotta highlight them and put them in the search and then search for them. Man, see, they always trying to make stuff hard for you. They always trying to make something hard for you, and it's ridiculous. But like I said, this is why they had to kick out that 170 million. Keep on cheating. They come back and bite you in the butt. All they do is cheat. All right, y'all. I got these links here. I forgot what they were. Oh, damn! I'm that loud. Yeah. All right, y'all. This is Tommy Satan Mayer back in action. He's actually done a couple videos on us. So he did that one. We ain't been in the roast sector. It's been a while. But I know he did some videos on us. It's been a while. All right, here I am. And here I am again. But he ain't like the other guy. He focuses on Tommy.
You'll find out real quick. You don't want to get on that bad side. You'll find out real quick. You see, when you stop being a legend, yes, sir. What did I do for you? Hey, and you saw.
So he replayed the
side of him. You'll find out real quick. You don't want to get on that bad side. You'll find.
Matter of fact, while we here, let's see if the troll made any new videos. I can't believe he cloned my theme song.
You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. You white beef
let's see what videos he made on me today, y'all. Reverend. So we had to change. The minister show is down. The minister show channel is down till Tuesday, and he watched me enough to know it. So now he's calling me Reverend Brother Derrick, aka Minister Brother Derrick. So what he said, I'm a scammer. Where am I scamming at? So, yeah, Reverend Brother Derrick Scammer changed his name. He is formerly known as Minister Brother Derrick. Oh man, I misspelled open show. Happy Tuesday, open show. Bring your link. Do you like the new name and banners? Come get your wrench. Well, it's not a new channel, sir, but we did change the name to Reverend Brother Derrick. But I see you don't do your research. And let's see what this is. It's my content. He can't flag. We might get flagged for that music. That's right. I keep forgetting we not on the channel. So, I just don't get it. That would be funny. If I'm broke, how can I afford to be a crack addict? Crack addict need that crack every minute. You got to have some money. But see, like I said, I shouldn't even giving him no shine. But like I said, any advertisement is advertisement. Any advertisement is advertisement. Good or bad. Maybe some people will come over here and actually like what they see we do. All right, what is this? That's why we don't get worried. Let's take a look at this tweet. Now y'all see that we on the Minister Brother Darrow, this guy that cloned this channel, right? And you see that he's showing that old Tommy Sotomayor clip that Triple Darkness played. And so since we don't have to worry about being flagged, I went on and took the opportunity to jump on Tommy Sotomayor. I took the opportunity. Why not? What we had to leave? Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is Scorpio's thing.
Lately, I didn't have arguments about how I'm fucking, who I'm fucking, a pimple on my ass.
The hell?
That wasn't our discussion.
This is what y'all want to listen to.
Same with any other woman that I have problems with. The issue that seems to be with this Kirby bitch is this bitch is literally watching my porn with binoculars, looking.
This is what y'all want to watch.
See, what the fuck kind of shit is this? Like,
this is what y'all want to hear.
Concerned about is sucking her man's dick. Now that may sound rude to y'all who ears, but think about it. Why is she such involved in my life? She has a husband. You know, my wife literally. If I want to say, babe, I want to do this. You know why I don't watch your little whatever you got going on, Scurvy bitch? I keep telling you, Scurvy bitch, chuck me some money, maybe I'll watch you.
Nigga, you hoeing a mess.
You're in your mid-age, bitch, with no life.
This bitch ass, dope fiend, little boy got sent off. He's starving for content, so he want to make a video about me. Little dope fiend. So let's listen to little dope fiend. Pussy ain't selling like it used to. So he on here hoeing for views.
Average bitch. If Zone is on another level,
This nigga,
I don't pay attention to bitches like I don't.
but he repeat everything I say.
This is what y'all like to hear.
Look at his goddamn collarbone.
No ass
Elm City salute, OG King salute, salute Elm City Queen.
That's why you hop online.
Listening to Zonia.
Dumb bitch. Let's listen to this dumb bitch.
This motherfucker don't even know his receding on the back, his receding hairline on the back of his head, but he wanna talk shit. Young dope fiend with the bumped up crippled hand on here trying to talk shit. You never said anything to me about it.
Oh Lord, she on that?
Business like a little bitch.
You're listening. How come?
Now he done dragged her motherfucking ass from here to Canada, calling her all kind of bald head, fish, all this shit, and now he cheerleading for her. This is the type of shit these bitch ass niggas on here do.
Come on. Who you talking to? You talking to me. You're talking to me. You're not talking to
He's
them.
mad because he thought he was jumping on True Freeman goddamn stream and got the fuck clown out of him.
Brought me in my house with mask on. I want them to chuck me on the bed and make me or some weird shit.
And his wife looks like she's 65 years old on here selling pussy 75% off.
I don't even like drunk pussy because ladies. I like, you know, wild, free, and ready to go porn star.
Hey, princess, what's
You-
good, sis?
You were like,
And I look better than his goddamn wife. The picture of his wife is on my video with her 75-pound weighing ass.
And so, like I keep telling y'all, I ain't got shit to hide anyway, so only thing I can be is my fucking self.
He done got ran off of YouTube because his card got declined. Instead of him being a man taking the L, he got to put on this big production. Oh, yeah, the card, the chip didn't work. It was the chip. But if it was the chip, the damn ATM wouldn't even accepted it. So he got his ass clowned hella fucking bad about not having the $23 on his card. So he disappeared. So now, the men in the sector ignoring his receding bald-headed ass. And so now, he done got sent off by the tent off. And he want to make a whole stream about him.
And you could take a place like this.
This motherfucker, you know that dude with the hand on Scary Movie in the wheelchair? That's what kind of hand he got.
You were not existing.
Like a M80 that blew up in his goddamn hand.
Yeah, and I think that Sonya is just another lane. That's what I think. Even
But I'm not the only one who thinks that's Zonia.
Oh,
Boy,
but I'm
please.
gonna talk to other people about him anyway because he's
Look at
just
this motherfucker. Shoulder blades. I mean,
What the hell are we watching? This is what y'all like.
This channel is Zone Talk Live. ZON Talk Live. If y'all want to see a mole in HD, y'all can watch his channel. If y'all want to see a thumb that don't bend, a thumb that looks like a penis, y'all can go see his channel. Betty Lee salute. Thanks for stopping by, King.
with a sister. Oh, be black. What kind of shit is this when all you is around the drama channel? Oh, now you up here lying on black men, putting rape on these fucking things. It shows how.
What are you talking about me or CJ? Putting rape.
Well,
You little dirty, dope fiend, bum ass nigga. You
The hell are we listening to?
In every hole in my body. And now he got the send-off caring for him. He thinks he got something.
Oh, I sit up here and show you fucking love. Don't you ever dare throw these actors.
Look at this pathetic ass shit. Nigga gonna get hard with me, but he don't got shit to say to men that's literally going in on his bum ass.
In the chat.
All this fucking porn around his goddamn wall. Fucking pervert. You a pervert. That's my point. Nigga, you wanna fuck. You never could in your whole goddamn life. Over there slapping up on some goddamn clams thinking he doing something. Boy, you better have several in rehab.
I'm sorry.
No, don't
Who
be.
is this?
Look at that old crippled hand. Them old Dale House. Them ain't even Dale House cats. Them some goddamn do-it-yourself at home cats.
I don't want to start nothing, but wasn't she a protege of the lady in Atlanta? And it looks like she lost another friend because apparently they beefing. And she beefing with Candy again, but isn't Candy and Lala getting along? So I don't know. I don't follow this stuff. Victor Moon live. Let's see what he talking about. What the heck we don't care if we get flagged. I don't think your flag is done.
By Phony, like you went after Tommy while they got scammed by Phony and they was chilling under you. That don't make no sense. Lily Rose, I don't even know what a DD-214 is. All right. If you asked me what that was, I would say that's some type of raw side. All right. Well, no, I know you in the military service because of your personality. Okay. I know that you in the military because of your personality. That's how I know that you in the military. All right.
I don't get it. He got 42 people in the chat, and he ain't doing nothing but lighting some weed. Or is that a cigarette?
Girl, you got to prove me goddamn military. I know you know how to get you got to prove this.
I don't know how you do it. I don't get it.
This old punk ass got on his goddamn raggedy, cripple ass finger. Who the fuck smokes they weed with they finger?
Hold on, let's speed up some.
You see Zonia over there? Iron hand, iron fist, Zonia. I mean, that ain't the most bitch-made shit I ever seen.
Still talking about Zone?
I haven't said nothing about this motherfucker performance. So-called the lie stupid. Dumb as hell. Lady lie and feed into the shit, but they said that this nigga old ass video on the back end.
Wrong is Asian women, not just white folks. There's Asian women who act like this. I swear to God, they're just fucked. They're just something about some people that act. Y'all just need to do your best to avoid even conversating or give. The problem is when you give these bitches any attention, conversation, anything, they feel like.
Oh yeah, I saw that Mitchell Kaling too. I've been seeing him around. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm bored. Well, y'all, you know, since we on this channel, the driver, somebody sent me links of Vic everywhere. Vic was everywhere. I told y'all, it was somebody, and we played the video. This was early in the year. It was somebody that was on somebody's panel, and they had a puppet. And the puppet would always say something smart, and then be up in the camera and be like this. But you sit there and you watch Vic go on all these screamyards. It seems like he up there like that puppet. That's not a diss to Vic DeVore. I'm just saying, he reminded me of that puppet. I said it before. So I ain't said nothing new. That's a daggone shame. We lost people. Damn, how you lose people? We playing the drama. Well, we lost people playing drama. What the heck going on here? Are you serious? Y'all say we don't have no drama. We boring. You play some drama, everybody leave. Like what? All right, hold on a sec, y'all. I had some links, but I can't find them. That's Monday. All right, what link is this?
I know call for a ban.
Okay, we saw that already. Ain't it? Found your quote up here. What's this? Oh, that's a new channel. Y'all say y'all want to say. Shout out to Nye and Liz. They was with me on the Hangouts while I was doing this. Boy, I like that. That look gangster. Y'all can tell we at the church. We look like the mobster going to church. I dig that. Some of y'all might not like it, but I dig it. All right. Yeah. And we went too far back up. I know. I always put them. In the Hangout. Why am I not seeing them? Okay, is this one of them?
At Carvana, no matter what car.
Yeah. 2, 1.
LA Unified School District as well as San Diego announced that they're going to enter into the fall school season the way they ended last school year, and that is by utilizing distance learning. I want to just acknowledge and applaud the leadership of those districts.
That's California's Democratic Governor, Gavin Newsom, praising his state's two largest school districts, Los Angeles and San Diego. That praise coming after they announced they will begin the school year online as coronavirus cases have spiked again in the Golden State. The decision is affecting more than 800,000 students, and it comes as other states take different paths to classes, moving with some planning hybrid options. So some parts at home, some parts digital learning, and they'll do a mix during the week someplace. But the conservative-leaning Orange County Board of Education voted yesterday to reopen time for fall classes or in-person learning. And it says it will not require social distancing or wearing a mask. They say, quote, among our greatest responsibilities as adults is our responsibility to model courage and persistence in the face of uncertainty and fear, which is what many families are feeling with the mixed messages surrounding reopening the COVID-19 era. Joining me now, White House Press Secretary Kayleigh Mackett. Kayleigh, great to have you on the program today. You know, I want to start there because some of the concern is that the science speaks for itself. And we're learning a lot. We saw the president in a mask. So we're learning a lot as we move forward. Some people were ahead, some people were catching up, whatever the picture looks like. In a school setting, it isn't just about the kids. It's about those older educators too, and those kids going home to their grandparents, particularly in community color, because you're not hiring a nanny, you're depending on your aunts and uncles and grandparents, and maybe spreading it to them. So the kids may not get sick, but we don't know enough. Dr. Burke says we're not testing enough of them to know if they are asymptomatic carriers under the age of 10. Just aren't.
So let me point out a few things here. One, the president's been clear that he says vulnerable population among our teachers should stay home. That being said, Dr. Redfield has said on the record, the head of the CDC, that this has little effect on kids. An analysis that many in the academic community agree with. He has said not only that, but they're not driving the transmission cycle. There was a study of schools in northern France that found that
this woman's still lying.
Being in 3 schools, there was no transmission cycle that was driven. The schools were able to safely reopen, even in this COVID era. And we know that in California alone, there has not been a single death under the 15. So kids are not affected in the same way as the vulnerable population, which is
in those areas, and I hear you about France. They don't have the numbers, certainly not 855,000 across this, but I hear you about particularly putting kids in peril. The numbers don't what they would be necessarily. Carrying part we can agree on in science. But who was the president talking to and listening to in terms of parents? I want to pop this up. 71% of U.S. parents polled in the new Axios Ipsos coronavirus index say it would be risky to send children back to school between 9 and 10 Black Americans and Republicans. That polling particularly pops to begin to consider that in those areas, that's where COVID-19 has decimated so many people among all ages.
Well, first, let me note on the Axios poll, we don't agree with the way that question was phrased. It was phrased in a way that it seemed to try to get to an answer rather than really an answer.
So you don't agree with the people in the poll because it didn't say what you wanted to say. 71% of the people polled said it's too risky to send the children back. But you ain't going to talk about that. You're going to discredit the poll instead of talking about the fact that the people feel that it's too risky to send the kids back. You want to ignore that and put your own spin on it. Well, we don't trust that poll because the way they asked the question. Well, no matter how you ask it, 71% said they don't want their kids to go back to school till we get the virus under control.
Accurately poll the nation. I think parents across the nation understand the science, data, and the numbers, which is 1/5 of child are identified in schools. We've seen a 60% decrease in reporting on child abuse here in the state. They know that 70 to 80% of kids with mental problems get their treatment in school. And they know that as the San Diego model, that low-income communities are hurt the most. You have 7 in 10 Latinos and about 7 in 10 Black Americans saying they are worried that they do not have the skills or the resources, I should say, at home to prep their students, keep them up to par educationally. And that is a real fear men have. And it's correct.
Oh, do y'all hear this double talk? 71% of the people said we don't want our kids to go back to school, it's too risky. She's sitting here telling you that cases of child abuse are not being reported by teachers because the kid's not in school. She's telling you that kids are not getting a good lunch because they're not going to school. She's going to tell you that the kids are not getting the interaction with each other, and that's hurting them. But them getting infected and coming back and killing their grandparent ain't going to hurt them. Them getting infected and killing their parents that got illnesses. They got respiratory problems, cancer, diabetes. People that are more at risk to catch the CV. The kids ain't gonna be hurt when they find out they killed the parent. They killed the grandparent. They killed the elderly neighbors next door. They're not gonna be hurt. Why don't you give people stimulus money so that these kids can have a good lunch? Why don't you do that? Since you won't close down the country. But no, you want to make excuses. 71% of the people said it's too risky to send them back. And you ain't told us one thing about what them 71% of the people said. You going off and on. Well, we need to do this and this. That wasn't the question you was asked.
All right, real quickly, is the president going to rip funding for those that feel like they're in areas fighting the camera?
The president has always acknowledged that this is something that he'll take a look at because he believes it's paramount for kids to go to school, but he has also said he wants that funding to follow the student. And in fact, I'll note for you here, Harris, phase 4, we're fighting for tens of billions in extra funding for our students. So we want to increase it, but we want to target it at the
phase 4, be great if Congress get back to work, right?
Yeah, get out.
Part out loud. Hillary Clinton, once again, raising the alarm about the November election, with this morning about President Trump if he loses the election. Watch this, then I'll get your reaction.
I think it is a fair point to raise as to whether or not, if he loses, he's going to go quietly or not. And we have to be ready for that.
Not just Hillary Clinton, though. Joe Biden also raised the same possibility last month. Just the military might have to escort President Trump to the White House. When I sat down, the president said he'll deal with it the way that everybody else does, basically paraphrasing now. What's the latest reaction to the White House?
Well, it's quite comical to watch the Democrat Party talk about not accepting the results of the election, because the only people who haven't accepted the results of elections are people in the Democrat Party, like Hillary Clinton, who's claimed her loss on with something like 24 different entities, never blaming herself, and Stacey Abrams down in Georgia, who still maintains she didn't lose the election. Of course, she's losing former Democrat nominee for governor. So the Democrats have problems with this. I think this is their way of acknowledging they think they have some real problems in November.
All right. Haley, thank you for being on the program. I'll look forward to next time.
Anytime. Thank you, Harris.
All right. Now, y'all just saw that woman dance. Y'all saw her dancing on the cold with Donald Trump. Y'all saw it y'all heard it with your own ears. 71% of people polled said it's too risky. Well, we don't believe that. We don't like how the question was asked. You either believe the kids are safe to go back or you believe they ain't. Well, you have to consider. See, when you do that, that's when we know you about to lie. Because now you're deflecting. Well, that's what she get paid to do. Do what Trump can't do. Get up there and lie. Let's watch this. I hope. Oh, it don't say the date. Did we see this already?
For welfare immediately. This is Joe Biden. So,
listen to him. Is he on the?
Now, as we told you, President Trump announced Friday he was commuting the sentence of Roger Stone, just days before Stone was set to start.
Wait a minute, that's not what we was watching. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you got it.
We would have had thousands of people additionally die if we let people come in from heavily infected China. But we stopped it. We did a travel ban in January.
He's still trying to run with that. Come on, Donald Trump. You can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. So the Chinese people got 4,000 dead, right? And we going on 140. 140,000. They should be scared for us to come over there. Sir, they should be scared for us to come over there. Despite the fact that you claim that you stopped travel to China, that you stopped travel to Europe, we got 10 times the cases they got. What did that say about you, sir? You still trying to blame them? You allowed this to happen on your watch. They took care of their business. Have you? They ain't arguing about schools opening. Are you? They ain't having no problem wearing masks. Are the people in your country? They don't have no problem distancing. What about the people here in your country? They ain't spiking. New Zealand ain't spiking. Russia ain't spiking. The UK not spiking. The Japanese not spiking. But we spiking. Remember I told y'all that quote that Jesus said, stop worrying about the speck in your neighbor's eye when you ain't dealing with the log you got in your own. You got a log with 3.5 million in people infected. You got a log that got 140,000 dead. That's the log in your eye, sir. But you don't want to see that log. You want to worry about China log. China took care of their business. Did you take care of your business? China locked their people down. Only one person was allowed to come out and get food. Everybody else had to stay down. Everybody contact traced by that. If you come over there and you want to enter the country, you get quarantined for 14 days. They took care of that problem. Are you doing that, sir? Are you doing it? Sheesh.
Nancy Pelosi was dancing in the streets of Chinatown in San Francisco a month later, and even later than that. And others too. They all thought what I did was a terrible mistake. We would have lost, in fact, Dr. Fauci said, we would have lost thousands of additional people if President Trump had to do that. And I was a crowd of one, because even experts didn't want to do it. They thought it was a mistake. And then I did Europe when I started seeing.
Why you didn't do everybody, sir? Why you didn't lock down the country? Why you didn't lock down the country? Because what you didn't do nothing. What you did nothing. Look at where we at. What did you do that stopped us from being the most infected people on earth? What did you do to keep us from being 3 times as many cases as anybody else on earth? And I'm being generous when I say 3 times. Why are you trying to cover that up? You should have locked the border down right then and there. You should have made everybody wear masks. You should have shut down and let the cases that we had go away. You couldn't do it, and you still won't do it, sir.
What was going on in Italy and Spain and France and other countries in Europe, I did a ban on people coming in from Europe. That would have been disastrous for our country also.
We got more cases than both of them put together. We got more cases than both of them put together. So, what did you do, sir? Nothing. You didn't do anything. You sat there and saw what they was going through, and you let it happen here. You saw what Italy was going through. They were warning us. They were sending us videos. Don't be like us. You made us worse. Sir, why can't you see the reality? What's going on inside that brain of yours? Don't you have a heart? And then you trying to send the kids back to school when we on an upswing? You keep talking about it. In 2 months it's gonna be different. Well, it's been 6 months and it's worse. And you won't deal with it. Well, the economy can't stand it. Yes, the economy can. The economy stood it for 6 months, didn't it? Why I can't do 2 weeks? Sheesh.
And we saved tens of thousands of lives, but we actually saved millions of lives by closing. And closing up, we saved millions, potentially millions of lives. Could be a number that we're actually working on, but it could be 2 to 3 million lives. So we're at 135,000, which is terrible. 1 is too much.
You know what, Donald Trump? You know what? You are the devil. You are the friggin' devil. Isn't that nowhere in the world? Somebody following Jesus to say that out their mouth. We saved millions of lives. If what you did saved millions of lives, how come nobody else in the world has the cases we have? India got more people than we got in that country. They're not going through this. China got more people than we got. China got 1.1 billion. We only got 330 million. They not going through this because they tighten down. Something you won't do. Anybody that want to come into China got to be quarantined for 14 days. You letting everybody go all willy-nilly. Stop lying to us, man.
We would have had millions of people dead from this curse that came at us. We did what we had to do, and now we'll put out the flames as it happens. We have to get the schools open. We have to get everything open. A lot of people don't want to do that for political reasons, not for other reasons. But if we had listened to Joe Biden...
He said political reasons. People don't want to die, man. People don't want to be on the ventilator. You so worried about getting somebody back to work. You so worried about getting somebody back to school. Why don't you do what we need to do? We in summertime right now. Most people go on vacation in the summer. Why don't we just lock down? Give everybody, tell Congress to get off their butt and come back in here. Come back to the daggone house and vote the stimulus in, lock us down for 17 days. Give everybody $4,000 or $5,000. Tell them you got 2 days to get what you need, and then we locking it down. Our military that ain't doing nothing, our state militias that laying around ain't doing nothing, get them to patrol the streets and make sure that everybody stay in the house. Anybody you see on the street, lock them up. Lock them up and hold them for 17 days. Lock them up and hold them for 17 days. You ain't got to worry about no crime. Won't nobody be on the street. Anybody on the street and they can't prove why they on it, lock them up. I don't care who they is. I don't care if it's a daggone cop. I'm a cop. I should be able to come outside. Are you working? No, I'm not. We got to lock you up. 17 days. Let everybody get what they need to get. Go ahead and get your Netflix and your Hulu. Go ahead and get your Xbox 5, PlayStation, whatever you need. Men, you wanted to work on your hot rod or whatever? Take some of that money and go ahead and work on your hot rod. And stay your butt on your property. The disease will go away. Then we reopen, we ain't got no disease. Anybody that come into the country, 14-day quarantine. So let the people, if you're bringing something over from China, you're bringing something from Malaysia, you're bringing something from somewhere, let the crew know they got to stay here for 14 days, quarantine. Then when the quarantine is up, they can go home and let the next shipment come over. And them people got to be quarantined 14 days. Have a place for them to stay. You got to build a little hotel, build a little tent, put some tents, whatever you got to do. I'm not no surgeon, no brain surgeon. But how come I can think of these things on the spot? But you, the president of the United States, you got a cabinet, but you can't think of these things, and you want us to re-elect you. Somebody talk to me. Anybody. Somebody talk to me. Anybody. Somebody talk to me.
Hundreds of thousands of additional lives would have been lost. And if you look at the job he did on swine flu, I looked at a poll. They have polls on everything nowadays. And they got very bad marks on the job they did on the swine flu. H1N1. He calls it N1H1. H1N1. Got very poor marks from Gallup on the job they did on swine flu. And they stopped very early on testing. They totally stopped it. They just said stop.
So 150,000 people died of swine flu. Y'all see this? Y'all see this devil in front of you? This is the devil in front of you. He has a demonic mind. His mind. I heard about the swine flu. I've never seen nobody with it. I never had a reason to think about it. It's like a kid hearing about Santa Claus. Yeah, there's a Santa Claus out there. See the gifts? What the heck was the swine flu? I remember seeing a couple of articles about it. It was mostly talking about China. It wasn't talking about the United States. But you're going to sit there and say that you want to compare them handling the swine flu versus them handling this daggone TV. You really that sick in your damn mind. You think you're doing a better job. Oh, you got to be sick. There's something in that man's brain. That man's brain is toast. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, sir. You got the gall to come before the American people and lie to their face like that. You got the gall to come make excuses. That's what you're doing. You're making excuses because you ain't told no truth. Everything you say is a daggone lie. Everything you said was a lie. You know it, and I know it. And guess what? Your opponents know it. Your opponents know you a daggone liar. That's what you are, a liar. Anybody got the balls to come in here in the finish line, man?
And frankly, if we didn't test, you wouldn't have all the headlines because we're showing cases. And we have just about the lowest mortality rate. But if we did, think of this, if we didn't do testing, instead of testing over 40 million people, if we did half the testing, we'd have half the cases. If we did another, you cut that in half, we'd have yet again half of that. But the headlines are always testing. Now, the testing is a good thing, but at the same time, it's fodder for the fake news to report cases.
Yeah. Now he want to blame the media. Now he want to blame the media. Look, man. When you test, it tells people that they have it. But if they die of the COV and the coroner says they die of the COV, you don't have to be tested, sir. You don't have to be tested for the coroner to say this person died of COV. So why does it matter how many people that get tested? When the coroner says you die of the COV, you died of the COV. Whether you got tested or not, whether you knew you had it or not, you still died, and it's going to go down in the record books as a death. And I don't care if you're in Spain, if you're in Germany, if you're in the UK, if you're in Italy, it's still going to say CV as the reason why you died. So what you just said made no sense at all. It don't matter how many you test, how many died. Are those deaths being associated with the CV? That's what matters, sir. A lot of people have it, went through the symptoms, never went to the hospital. But the ones that got it and died, a coroner is going to tag them with the CV. A lot of them patients in the nursing home, they wasn't tested, but they died. And they in the list of those that died of the CV. What you saying don't make no sense. Whether you test the people or not, they don't account for the deaths. Doesn't make any sense. You making stuff up. You so desperate and got the nerve to come out here and say it with a straight face.
So we're doing 40 million plus, going to be very close to 45 million people. And when I turn on the news, I see cases. They don't talk about deaths being cut down to a level that actually tenfold they use. I got that from one of the very respected media outlets. Tenfold, cut tenfold. Yes, but they don't talk about that. They talk about cases, and the cases are created because of the fact that we do tremendous testing. We're the best testing in the world. We now make ventilators for the world. We had very few ventilators. There wasn't one person in any hospital anywhere in this country that needed a ventilator that didn't get it. And that was because we mobilized to a level, using the Purchasing Act in some cases, we mobilized to a level that nobody thought possible.
You hear this, man? If you shut the country down, we don't need a ventilator. You shut the country down, we don't need a mask. You shut the country down, we don't need the social distance. But you won't shut the country down. But you got a million excuses. A million excuses. Fact of the matter is, sir, you got 140,000 dead. Nobody else in the world has 140,000 dead. Brazil is creeping up behind us. And we're going to look at it. But right now, we're listening to you lie.
Nothing's happened like that since World War II. Our task force has done a great job.
No, it hasn't.
Mike Pence works so hard, it gets so little credit. Sad to see that, actually, but he works so hard, gets so little credit. The governors would tell us, we'd be on the phone with 50 different governors that all tell us what a great job. And then they'll go to the media and say, well, they didn't do such a good job. Well, we did a great job. We made a lot of governors look fantastic. We did in New York. What we did in New York was one of the most incredible things. 2,800 bed in Javits Center, but the governor used very few of them.
Yeah, the people died. 31,000 to be exact. The people died. Sir? Let that marinate for a second. You got 31,000 people sick. You ain't got enough ventilators, enough beds. By the time you said the stuff, slow Republicans, the people were dead. Now you got 30,000 beds open. Who need them? By the time you sent the help, they didn't need them. People were dying. They were loading bodies in the back of semis. We saw it. So now you got an opening. You got openings now. So you trying to rush and make all this stuff when Obama already had it for you. You sat there and gave it away. And now you got car manufacturers building ventilators. By the time they build them, the people in New York, they were already in the refrigerated truck. They were dead. They didn't need them. So now you're giving them away to other countries. And then what you did before? You were fast giving them away, then we needed them. Then you had to hurry up and make some. By the time you made them, People were dead. You sent the ship up there. Ship got up there. Hey, we don't need you. They did. What do you guys say about that, Mr. Trump? Anybody want to come defend them? Where you at, Sissy Mayor? You want to come defend your boy, Ronald McDonald Dump? Man sitting here lying through his teeth. Lying through his teeth. And he know he is. Shut the country down, man. Let's get rid of this disease.
Fortunately, then we moved in our great hospital ship, one of our two great. We moved one also to Los Angeles. And we could have used that for our senior citizens. We could have used it for other people. They could have used it instead of sending our seniors back into nursing homes that were infected, where you lost thousands of people. Thousands of people in New York died because of poor management by the governor. And it's a very sad thing to see, and very sad to watch, and very sad to look at those statistics. But we have an incredible Javits Center that we built with thousands of beds. I think it was 2,800, all ready to go. And they could have sent people there, or they could have sent senior citizens there instead of sending them into the nursing homes.
But they were already dead, sir. By the time your little boat got there. Your little boat got there, just sat there in the harbor. They didn't need it. By the time you came through, they didn't need it. Man begs you for ventilators, and you sitting there arguing with them, talking about how inept he is. You should have just sent them, but see, Republicans are slow. By the time you sent all that stuff, you didn't need it. Take it back. You heard the man on TV himself, Governor Cuomo. If anybody else need help, we got ventilators to give you. We got hospital beds to give you. Anybody need help? Because they didn't need it. By the time Trump gave it to them, all slow. All slow. And he still sit here and try and justify his action.
And after all of that work and getting it done, the Army Corps of Engineers, I mean, the job they did was incredible. They built it in a matter of days. When it was all completed, FEMA, everybody was there, doctors. We ended up getting doctors. They said, we can't man it. I said, so we'll man it and woman it. And that's what we did. We brought in doctors, nurses, everything. We're all set. We said, where are the people? They didn't send the people. Very few people came in. They could have sent them into the Javits Center. They could have sent them to the hospital ship, which was virtually unused. But we were
unused, right. You said it too late. Because the people were dead. 31,000 dead. And then you talking about, hey, we got a ship. Hey, we got tent. Hey, we got the Army Corps of Engineers. Like, we don't need them. People died. We got ventilators. Don't need them. People died. They giving ventilators away. They giving away beds. They told you take that shit back. Where you got it from? We don't need it. Take them tents back. We don't need it. People want to die. You late. Republicans always late. You rather run your mouth, hoping it go away like a little kid. Oh, I put that hole in the wall. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe I should go tell Mama I put a hole in the wall. Nah, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna I'm gonna wait till they notice it, because Daddy might be. And then the hole start getting bigger. And then, you know, the dad come in there and talking, hey, the hell? And then you sit there and get whooped when you could have told him, hey, I put a hole in the wall, and you might not have got whooped. But now you're getting whooped. This is you, Donald Trump. You're getting whooped. And you still want to admit, I put a hole in the wall. You want us to pretend that hole ain't there. You want us to pretend 140,000 American U.S. citizens, you didn't protect them. You let them die. You got almost 400 million people infected that we know of. What about the ones we don't know of, sir? But because you only tested 40 million out of 330, so that means you have to time that because 40 go into 330. I don't know how many times, but how many times they go in there, you got timing by the time they go in there and make an assessment. That's how many people we got infected. But you're not doing that. Instead, you want to slow the testing down because you want the numbers to stop going up. You want the numbers to stop, shut the country down. Now we got to reopen. And we got to have the kids back to school. All right, you keep doing what you want to do. You know, if you listen, if you got a spirit, it's telling you, shut the country down, man, but you ain't trying to listen. You ain't trying to listen, sir.
By contrast, my administration acted very early to ban travel from China, from Europe, saving all of these lives. Incredible.
All right, y'all, let's go there right now. This man lying through his teeth. This man talking trash. Let's look at countries. Where are the numbers for the countries? Give me a second here. Look at the countries. Let's look at the countries. They reset. Hold on. So go to yesterday. All right, let's look at the country. United States got 3,616,747 cases. New cases, 71,670. Deaths, we hit it, y'all. 140,140. Deaths today, 997. Who's doing worse than us? Brazil, 1,970 cases, 909. Brazil doing the same thing Trump did. Nothing. And look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. They picked up 39,705 cases. They got 75,523 deaths. 1,261 people died in Brazil today. Look at India. 970,000. It's more people in India than it is in the United States. Cases, 32,682. 24,929 deaths. 614 died today. Russia, 746,369. They picked up the whole country, 6,422 cases. Total deaths, 11,770, 156 died today. Peru, 337,724. They picked up 3,858 cases. Total deaths, 12,417. Deaths, 188. Chile, 321,205. They picked up 1,712. Total deaths, 7,186. 117 died today. Mexico, 311,486. They picked up 7,051 cases today. They had 36,327 died. 836 people died in Mexico today. South Africa, 311,049. They picked up 12,757 new cases. They've had 4,453. 107 people died in South Africa. Spain, 304,574. New cases, 875. Total deaths, 28,413. 4 people died in Spain today. The whole country, only 4. The UK, 291,911. They picked up 538 cases today. They've had 45,053 deaths. 85 people died today. Iran, 264,561. They picked up 2,388. Total deaths, 13,410. 199 people died in Iran today. Pakistan, 255,769. They picked up 2,105 cases. Total deaths, 5,386. 66 people died today. Look at Italy. They got 243,506. They picked up 162 cases today. They've had 34,997 die. Only 13 died today. Remember when Italy was the number one in the world? $162 cases for the whole day. Saudi Arabia, you right past them. Saudi Arabia, 240,474. They picked up 2,671 cases. 2,325 deaths. 42 people died today. Look at all these countries. Where is China? Where's China? Where's China at? China way down here, number 25. 83,611. They picked up 6 new cases today. 4,634. Nobody died today. How China, where it started at, is at number 25. China, where it started at, is at number 25. China, where it started at, is at number 25. New York had the big rise. Bet you New York's still number 1. But China was number 1, and look at them. Look at Italy. Italy was number 2 in the world. They down to 13. Looks like we down to 2 people. Let's look at our CV stats. Look like everybody's scared to talk when the president on. I ain't scared. All right, let's look at the United States. 3,616,747. Deaths, 140,140. So you got 140,000 dead people in your head, Trump. Recovered 1,645,962. Discharged 92%. Deaths 8%. That's because the young folk getting it. All right, so we had to go to yesterday. New York City, 430,277. They picked up 999 new cases. They got 32,495 deaths. 33 people died today. So New York has almost as many deaths as Italy. Can y'all understand that? New York City has almost as many deaths as Italy. California, 355,285. They picked up 9,687 cases. They got 7,361 deaths. 126 people died in California. Florida, 301,810. They picked up 10,181. Total deaths, 4,521. 112 people died today. Texas, 298,007. They picked up 12,235 new cases today. They got 3,625 total deaths. 154 people died in Texas. Do y'all realize that California lost 126 people today? Florida lost 112. Texas lost 154. Most of the other countries ain't lost that many people in the whole country. But we doing it by state. New Jersey, the old number 2, 182,094. They picked up 321 cases. Total deaths, 15,705. They lost 43 today. Illinois, 157,825. They picked up 1,187. 7,427 deaths. 8 people died today. Arizona, 131,354. They picked up 3,257 deaths. New cases. 3,257 new cases. 97 people died in Arizona today. Georgia, 127,834. They picked up 3,871. They lost 37 people today. Massachusetts, 112,347. They lost 217. 28 people died in Massachusetts. Pennsylvania, 102,361. They lost 1,001 people today. 1,001 new cases, 42 deaths. North Carolina, 91,487. They picked up 1,844 new cases today. 18 people died today. Louisiana, 84,133. They picked up 2,082 new cases and lost 15 people today. Michigan, what up though? 78,913. They picked up 1,049 new cases. 4 people died today. My state of Maryland, oh Maryland, I love my state of Maryland. 75,016. We picked up 756 new cases. 7 people died today. Thank God I ain't one of them. Virginia, 73,527. They picked up 1,084 cases today. They lost 15. Ohio, 69,371. Tennessee get ready to overtake Ohio. Virginia get ready to overtake Maryland. They got 1,312. They lost 7. Tennessee, 69,061. They picked up 2,273 new cases. They lost 16. South Carolina, 62,245. They picked up 1,856 cases today. 998 deaths, 5 people lost in South Carolina. Alabama, 59,067. They picked up 1,812 new cases. 47 people died in Alabama today. Indiana picked up 685, lost 10 people today. Connecticut, 106, lost 8. Washington State, 773, they lost 21. Minnesota, 572, they lost 10. Wisconsin picked up 821, they lost 1. Mississippi, M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. They picked up 1,025 today and lost 18. Colorado picked up 469 and lost 6. Iowa picked up 464 and lost 14. Missouri picked up 525 and lost 7. Utah picked up 413 and lost 7 also. Nevada picked up 849 and lost 6. Arkansas picked up 564 and lost 4. Oklahoma picked up 1,075 and lost 4. Nebraska, 262, lost 5. Kansas, 856, lost 5. Kentucky, 454, lost 10. Rhode Island, 52 and lost 2. New Mexico, 327 and lost 6. Oregon, 276 and lost 3. Delaware, 81 and lost 3. Idaho picked up 727 and lost 7. District of Columbia picked up 80 and lost 3. South Dakota picked up 80 and lost 2. New Hampshire picked up 22 and lost 2. My throat getting tired. Let's take a look here. We got 3,616,747 cases in the United States today. New cases today, a new high, 71,607. Total deaths, 140,140, and the country lost 997 Americans just today. And this president say, we doing fine. Look at these numbers and tell me, are we doing fine? That's crazy. That's just crazy. I don't know what to say, y'all. Who do we vote for? Y'all see the numbers? And y'all saw that man, he up there doing the soft shoe. He up there buck dancing with all them excuses. Tried to blame it on Obama. Tried to blame it on China. Tried to blame it on the UK. Tried to blame it on the New York governors. Tried to blame it on everybody but himself. He can't be accountable. He ought to be ashamed of himself. He ought to be slapped. I don't know what else to say. But y'all want to tell me that man should be reelected? Somebody come explain how, please. Somebody said Trump complained Biden and Obama stopped coronavirus testing even though it didn't exist during their administration. I think we just covered that, but what the heck? Let's go. I think we just covered that.
Trump, you've said many times that the number of coronavirus cases is going up because testing is increasing.
Right.
Do you acknowledge that it's going up for other reasons too? For example, that it's actually spreading? And what are you going to do to stop the spread?
Well, you know that we have one of the lowest mortality rates anywhere. If you know Biden and Obama stopped their testing, they just stopped it. You probably know that. I'm sure you don't want to report it. But they stopped testing. Right in the middle, they just went, no more testing. And on a much lesser problem than the problem that we have, obviously, with respect to this is the worst thing that's happened since probably 1917. This is a very bad thing. All over the world, it's 188 countries right now. But no, we test more than anybody by far. And when you test, you create cases. So we've created cases. I can tell you some countries, they test when somebody walks into a hospital sick or walks into maybe a doctor's office.
Hey, the
but
same
usually
excuse.
a hospital. That's the testing they do, so they don't have cases. Whereas
He tried to blame Obama and Biden. They didn't have CV when they was in office. Boy. Ridiculous. What? He got mad at an employee and tried throwing the cart. And this how he ended. Get me out of here. How the heck you get caught in the cart like that? Well, they're talking about karma. That's rough right there. Oh. Okay, I don't know what the purpose of that was. I apologize for playing that. That was sorry. All right, this happened in New York.
Disturbing video of a mother attacked while pushing her baby in a stroller in the Kingsbridge Heights section of the Bronx. This happened yesterday afternoon along Sedgwick Avenue. Police say the victim's ex-boyfriend placed her in a chokehold before dragging the mother and the stroller to the ground. She also has multiple stab wounds as well. Both mother and child are in stable condition at St. Barnabas Hospital. The suspect is identified as 25-year-old Carlos Gonzalez. Police are still searching for him.
Oh, excuse me. All right.
Look how big these bitches. Oh, wicked fuck. Nah, because all y'all put up earlier. All y'all put up earlier. My brother said everybody get on that rah-rah shit, so everybody here fighting. Everybody here fighting. Come on.
That's a big girl.
Well, you ain't got no. There's two young girls right there. So why y'all way over there? Why y'all way over there? Yep, nice. Fuck up, bro. Fuck up, Nigel. Yeah. Fuck her up, bro. She ain't. Nigel, up her shit, bro. Up her shit. What up? Get her, man. Come on. Get with her. Get with it. Get with it. Get with it.
She running. Oh, man, she running.
Get with her for her. Let's go. Yeah. Get with her. Yeah, I thought she was sweet. Don't pull up to my house. That's my shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
She a big punk. She a big punk. Are you fighting that little girl? Hey, yeah, are you a punk? Calm as a bee. Yeah, she didn't mind fighting that little girl, but that young woman, but she didn't want to fight nobody her own side. Oh.
They're trying to unlock my car. This officer is unlocking my car. They just illegally entered my car. And I'm being forcefully, take a look at me. I'm a fucking specimen right here, buddy. Sir, I'm in on my last. My hands are up on camera. All right. I'm in no threat. You're gonna get your ass whooped in front of fucking Lord and all creation. I'm gonna give you one more chance. I'm being threatened. You can bring that with you. All that you film the whole thing. I'm being threatened right now, and I am not doing anything. I feel unsafe. I feel unsafe, and I'm in no threat to these three officers. My hands are up. I am doing nothing wrong to anybody or anything. Making sure this is all recorded. I've just been threatened by a lawful officer. I have just been threatened by a law officer as two other officers stand by and say absolutely nothing. Willing to participate. My passenger door was open. My driver door was open. I have it on camera. He rolled my window down to do so. I'm giving you to the camera free, sir. I'm giving you on camera. I am not resisting. I'm making sure it is being known. I am not resisting. Okay. My hands are up. One hand on this camera. My signal is being arrested. As long as your hands are up, that's fine. I'm not resisting. I was unlawfully. Please do not touch me, sir. Keep your phone out. Sir, please do not touch me. See, that's where we're coming to a disagreement. I'm giving you to the count of three. Sir, do it. I'm not touching this officer. It's on camera. My hand is by my head. Right now. Threatened. Now you're under arrest. Now you're under arrest for disobeying the law. I was being an officer. I'm giving you lawfully to the count of three. This officer has threatened me, and I'm making it known I am no threat to this officer. I've been threatened. Watch the show. My life is in danger. My life is in danger. How you like that? How you like that? Put your hands up.
Good old boy network. Good old boy.
My hands are behind my back, sir.
That's a good old boy.
I am not resisting.
Just a good old boy.
I'm not resisting.
Wouldn't change if they could. Said just a good old boy. Wouldn't change if they could. Oh. Here we go. Somebody lost that Burger game. Somebody lost that Burger game. Oh, you threw the Burger game. Why you throw the food? Why you throwing your stuff? All right. What the police gonna say? Yeah, she threw her stuff. Was it your property she threw? No, what about here? Okay. All right, we got another current here.
Now, hey, Internet, this man and his Doberman just attacked me and my Chihuahua.
Not a Doberman. What are you doing? No, he didn't.
Hey, what the hell? What? Yeah, I know you. Takes you back to Emmett Till. Takes you back to Oklahoma and Black Wall Street. Uh-oh, we got another fight at the airport. Don't go to the airport, y'all. You know you can't go to Walmart. You can't go to the Waffle House. Now you can't go to the airport. Well, if I hadn't seen the white girl run her mouth, I would have felt sorry for her. But she ran her mouth. Can't feel sorry for her. She ran her mouth. Those were some big girls, too. Oh, Lord, we got update. That's why the computer it was going down earlier. Now I know. Man armed with a knife and a screwdriver. All right, maybe I shouldn't play it. And see that? The spirit just said don't play it. Is anybody still here? We only got 2 people watching for real. I'm wasting on good World Star videos. Ain't nobody said nothing. Well, alrighty then, y'all. Let's go ahead and call it a night. Before we get ourselves flagged again by hanging around too long. I hope y'all enjoyed the sermon today. And I hope y'all enjoyed our Trump coverage. And we also took a look at some people in the old sector. And y'all see we ain't missing nothing. We ain't missing nothing. They still doing the same old, same old. At least we tried different things over here. So I will see y'all, as Naya would say, I'll see you soon. As I say, I'll see you later on today. And thanks for watching the Reverend Brother Dark Show. Thanks for hanging out with the Rev. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all got any links you want to play? have them ready for tomorrow's show. We'll be on it. We'll be on a little earlier, so we can have more people here. But we got the sermon in, and I'm ready to go watch the wrestling. So I hope y'all have a great night. And I didn't go anywhere today. My back was killing me. It still is. And but it's all good. We'll go tomorrow. Tomorrow was a different. It's another day. But we got the sermon done, and that's what counts. We got the sermon. We got the Bible study in. Because it seemed like we always had something to do on Wednesday. So we held it back. I can still hit the post office in the market tomorrow. I still ain't decided what I'm going to do about the bike. I might wait. I might wait till the stimulus, because if we get another flat, I'm not going to be able to fix it. And then I'll be stranded somewhere. I go see the doctors on the 27th, 2 days before my birthday. Don't forget, y'all, my birthday is July 29th. So don't forget. Anybody want to keep me in their mind? I also found the other day I'm getting I'm getting a home monitor for my pacemaker. They're gonna tell me how to set it up, but I'm supposed to have it within 6 feet of where I go to sleep at, and they'll be able to monitor the pacemaker to see if there's any usual activity while I'm asleep, if there's anything going on, and then I only have to go once a year instead of going every 6 months. Like I said, I still got 15 years on the battery. So they won't have to go in and change it. For another 15 years. Unless something go wrong. Then I gotta go back under the knife. But I really was thinking about getting the bike fixed today. But I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm gonna hold off on getting it fixed. I'm gonna hold off on it. So alrighty, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Or later on. Actually, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be looking for me. Because we definitely going to the post office to get my shoes. I paid for them, God darn it. So y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Thanks for watching.